I welcome you all to a very brand new session, that is session number 11 for your chapter 1 of the International Business Environment. Here we'll be learning about international business house concepts, okay, structures and functions. So, in the last class, with a quick recap, we'll begin this start. Reasons for domestic companies becomes MNCs. We have seen what are the various reasons with which, because of which and the domestic company decides to become an MNCs, and factors contributing to the growth of MNCs. There are many factors, and few factors we have discussed in details. Now let us move on to our content. To the content of this session 11 is organizational structure of multinational corporation and approaches to organizational structures. See, your organizational structure is very important. We have seen the various concepts of multinational corporations. We have seen the host country. We came to know about the host country, home country, and we have learned, and you guys learned about the different advantages, the reasons, the factors, that make us a multinational corporation what it is today. So, designing organizational structure. What is this organizational structure? Organizational structure is nothing but it's a systematic and logical grouping of the activities. See here, for example, if you want to manufacture some product, the machinery should be placed in such a way that there should be no stoppage or obstruction to the particular activities until it is manufactured, until you get the final product. If there is some obstruction or any other thing, the manufacturer cannot be, taken forward. The manufacturer will not be a possibility if there is some obstruction. If even there's a possibility, it takes a lot of delay, and there is a lot of other things that will waste your time in order to clear off the obstruction. This is the way, but this is what I was telling you about the manufacturing activities. Here, the organizational structure is a process of, it's a systematic and logical grouping of activities. And here the activities, delegations also of authority and responsibility. Who have the authority to delegate the work? Who have the responsibility and who is responsible to who? These things will be clear only while designing the organizational structure. So designing the organizational structure is a process. It's a process of identifying. It's a process of making it systematic and giving a logical sense to it, and grouping of the activities and delegations of authority and responsibility, and establishing a working relationship that enable both the company and the employee to realize their mutual objective. If a person doesn't know whom he has to report, and the manager doesn't have any idea of what are their duties and what are their powers, the company is just heading towards a disaster. Only when, with the help of this organizational structures, with the systematic and logical grouping of the activities, and a very well established delegation system, and well understood authority and responsibility structure, okay, this is very important. Only then, not only the mutual objectives, even not only the company objectives, even the employees realize their mutual objectives. Even the employee has their own objective. It's whether it is a personal development or a hike in the salary or whatever it is. This is the steps in designing organizational structures. You have to see what are the various steps in designing organizational structure. The first is analysis of the external environment. Analysis of the external environment. Steps in designing organizational structure. The first step in designing is analysis of the external environment. First, you need to completely and thoroughly analyze the external environment. What are the various opportunities, dangers, how you come over with that, how utilize the opportunities. All these things should be analyzed in a very clear-cut manner. After that, overall aims and Purpose of the business firm. What is the overall aim? What is the aim of a business? Why are you deciding to start a multinational companies? Why are you deciding to go international? That should be clear. What is the purpose of the business firm? Whether it is serving people or earning profit or or a mixture of that, okay, it's left to you, but you should be knowing overall aims. It's not just aim, overall aims, the different aim the company is having. And objective or specific objectives. Aims and objectives, even if there are some specific objectives, you need to jot it down, okay, and make others also know about them. Delegation of authority and responsibility. It's a very important. There should be a delegation of authority, delegation of responsibility. If some person, and who is a person who can delegate? It's not like everyone delegates. If everyone start delegating, the work cannot be done. So this delegation of authority and responsibility should be made very clear, and that is a fourth step. Then decision taken, horizontal and vertical dimension. Relationships, organizational structure, the job structure, organizational climate, management style, human resources, all these points should be given considerable time and discussed and made it clear, okay? And you have different types of organizational structure. You have vertical or tall organizational structure. It refers to how the hierarchy levels. It's like vertical means it's like from bottom to the top, from south to the north, okay, from north to the south, whatever it is. But still, when we speak about the organizational structure, it starts from from the bottom, and at the top, the position will be given for CEO, CFO, and all those people. It refers to an increase in the length of the organizational hierarchy chain of a command. This is you might have seen a pyramid structure wherein it explains the various levels of authority, the various levels of hierarchy, and the chain of command. Horizontal or flat organization. Horizontal means it's like from the east or west, from west or east, okay? It refers to the breadth of the organizational structure. It mainly consists of the departments and departments, not the hierarchy. Then you have approaches. There are 7 approaches. Let us learn. There are 7 approaches in the structure of the organization. The first is product organization approach. Here, the markets, the activities are divided on the basis of individual product. The product line services are grouped into departments in product organizational structure. Let us see this structure. In the structure, you can see that there is a managing director, head office support or support department, product division, product A, product B, product C. See here, the division is on the basis of the product. It is on the basis of the product. Product A, whatever it's related with the product A, that particular product, whatever is like this particular product, like for example, product A, the product A will be having all the necessary staffs. There is no need for them to depend upon the product B or product C. They are independent in themselves, and they'll be having all the facilities for their development. The same with product B and product C. The markets are divided, the products are divided, the structure, the organizational structure is divided into product A, product B, and product C. You have geographical organizational structure here, are grouped into departments based on the activities performed in geographical area or the region. It is grouped into departments according to the various activities performed in geographical area or a region. See, managing director will be there, as you can see. One second, let me take. As you can see, there is a managing director here. And after that, you have headquarters, manager, production, marketing, finance, human resources. But the operation in India will be looked after the Indian branch only. The operations in South Africa by South Africa branch only, USA and Japan. Okay, it's not only these countries, there'll be so many other countries and different countries and few countries or more countries. But here, each country will be looking after its own geographical region. Okay, now we have another decentralized business unit structure. It is like totally decentralized grouping activities based on, as you can see on your screens, this is a decentralized unit structure. A managing director, headquarters manages production, marketing, finance, and human resource. You have chief manager, business X, chief manager, business Y, chief manager, business Z, product A, product B, product C, and product D for that purpose. This is the decentralized business unit structure wherein everything is decentralized on the basis of actually it is happening. It's really a trend among diversified companies since 1920s. The basic organizational building blocks or its business units, each business is operated as a stand-alone profit center. Session number 2 we'll be learning few of the left out structures of the organizations and functions of the multinational corporations. Strategic business structures. Here, strategic business structures is a grouping of business subsidiaries having a common strategic element. Having a common strategic element, they're gonna they're gonna group various subsidiaries. Like as you can see here, there is a managing director at the highest level. Then you have headquarters at the manager level. Then you have group managers, group manager 1, 2, and 3. And this is what the structure of strategic business looks. Matrix organization structure is a very interesting structure because it has only single chain of command. It has a single chain of command. As you can see here, at the top there is a managing director. Then you have general manager, headquarters manager finance, headquarters manager production, headquarters manager R&D. Under headquarters manager human resource, there is human resource specialist, and under all the managers there are specialists. These specialists are responsible to the managers, and managers are responsible to the general manager. There is a single chain of command in the matrix organizational structure. Then you have team organizational structure. Team organizational structure. There are 3 forms of team structure: project team, task force team, and venture team. A project team is a very different kind of a special in the sense that a project team is only for a finite period of time. This is a temporary team that is created to handle some special kind of situation, or if you are having a special project that require major concentration, for that also a project team can be prepared. A task force team is an interdisciplinary team in the sense that from various different disciplines and from various different departments, people get together, and this task force consists of majorly of top level executives and specialists to help them. And you have venture team. A venture team, like a venture capital, a venture team is a team that is created or that is formed or put into the group so that a new or innovative business can be brought up. That is called a venture team. When the venture, it's actually the shortest lifespan will be for the project team. The task force team, the venture team will be for a comparatively longer period of time. in relation to the other two teams. Then you have virtual organizational structure. Okay, as this is a virtual class, as this is a virtual class which is necessitated by various factors coming into limelight, especially because of the situation that has put the world in a position wherein we need to develop different sorts of things, and our state is the first to develop this kind of virtual teaching and to help the students. So even in your multinational corporations, you have something called virtual organization structure. The amount of data is increasing day by day, and the strides in technology, the development technology is also increasing almost at the same pace. So here, most of the work is being outsourced. Okay, this outsource is a part of virtual organization structure. It doesn't physically exist, but you can just feel it. Mostly see it, large scales of outsourcing work is done, and because of various technological possibilities, as well as the inflow of large amount of capital, this kind of technology is being used in multinational corporations. Global structure. MNCs today produce in some countries. Sources of raw materials will be from some country, and source of raw material will be, as I told you, MNCs today produce in many countries. You're gonna purchase the raw materials from one country and use human resources from other countries, finance from some other financially developed countries. Okay, this is what is making the entire company global in its look, and this type of organizational structure is called global structure organization, wherein the suppliers are from some countries, the customers are from some country, the human resources, the employees who are working are from different parts of the world, and the finance are coming from the most of the industrialized parts of the country. Okay, this is what is called the global structure, and this is it, guys. And thank you. This finishes our 12th session and the first chapter. Thank you very much.